Do you love the Westside Discs stag, but sometimes wish it was just a touch more overstable? I may have the disc for you. Stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome back. I have a Westside Discs test thrower disc for next year, a disc that we're going to release next year. Oscar sent a box over to Jeremy. He gave me some. I'm headed out to USDGC this week, and I am going to take a few of these out for Nico and Erica to test out, and a few of our other players as well. But it is the Westside Discs Bear. The Bear is imagine it like a Stag Pro. So like a slightly more overstable version of the Stag is what it is supposed to be like. I'm out here at Jones Park. I have not thrown the disc yet. I'm excited to give it a try. And I'm just gonna go out and throw I got a couple of them, so I'm just gonna go out and throw a few holes with it, get my impressions of it, and let you guys know what I think about it. Let's do it. So as I mentioned before at the beginning of the video, the Bear is kind of like a Stag Pro is a great way to reference it. Smaller rim, it's not super deep, has a nice, honestly it kind of has a fairway driver feel to it, but it gets sneaky like higher speed distance out of it. Like as I threw on hole 3 Jones East, that hole is plays like 400 feet up the hill, and I got pretty much pin high with it. So so far I'm really digging on the disc. I think it's going to be a great addition to the Westside lineup, something that they really don't have, something that like a Stag Pro. I mean, it's the perfect example of it. So when I was out throwing it, I absolutely noticed that it was very easy to throw. And by easy to throw, what I mean is I could put quite a bit of power on it with a nice hyzer, and I know that it's going to flip to flat. But the main thing I took away from the Bear was the predictable fade. Every single time I threw the disc, it had that fade at the very end. It always fought back no matter what. As soon as it started to slow down a little bit, it fought back. Even on the shots that I thought I missed and threw it maybe too low or not enough hyzer angle on it, and it just immediately turned to the right, every time faded back to the left. So I think the Westside Discs Bear is going to be a fantastic addition. It may even make my bag. I don't know yet. That forehand on hole 5 though, that was pretty sick. For someone who doesn't throw forehands, it seemed pretty easy. Yes, it came out as a wounded duck, but the result was fantastic. So excited to get these in some other players' hands and see how they fly for them. While I'm at USDGC, if I have time, I will absolutely do some filming with our crew, with Nico, with Erica, and any of our other players that are out there at the USDGC, and get their take on it as well. Look for this disc to release sometime next year. So how this works, this is a test thrower. They molded up a handful of them. I think there was only 12 that they sent over, and we test them and see if it's something that we want, see if there's any tweaks that need to be made to the mold. As of right now, I'm thinking no. I don't think there's any tweaks that need to be made to this mold. I think, once again, Thomas knocked it out of the park. I think there's only been one or two molds where we're like, can you make that a little bit more stable? Or maybe that's just a touch too overstable for what we're looking for. But for the most part, Thomas absolutely kills it every single time. No shock there. So I'm excited to get this disc out sometime next season. So how the process will work is after Erica, after Nico, after some of our other players throw it and give feedback, that's when we'll give the green light to go ahead and start producing them. Sometime next season, 2022, you will see the Westside Discs Bear released. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.